Hello. So, I've actually had this for a little while, and I am going to finally be able to get it out and use it on a gig this weekend. This is the NBO One board, and I have lots of tables, percussion tables, and I like them. They're sturdy. They're great. I could just throw whatever I want them on them. Like, all drummers, we throw our keys, our gum, the monitor mix, the whatever, we've got everything under the sun for that. But the problem with those that I find is that they all use the same clamp, which is great for durability and having it be sturdy. But before the gig and after the gig, man, it's like a whole nother piece of hardware that I have to clamp on, get adjusted, set, and everything. And it's kind of a large clamp for such a small little thing, because sometimes I'm doing small gigs and I just need a small thing to rest stuff on. And so I saw this, and it looks pretty handy. Also, I have my trusty new 360 Go camera, and I figured we'd give that a shot as we open this up. So, let's see what this is all about. Now, from what I understand on this, I did some research on it. It's a pretty good piece of equipment from everything that I saw. I did get the package that has a lot of the accessories attached, so I wouldn't say it was the cheapest version of it, but, I figured I'd go big or go home. Let's get rid of that. Now, a couple of things about this. I actually had to reach out to the manufacturer on this, and I believe they're in Sweden. And when I went to their website and did some research, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, it's going to be a little bit pricey, but I'm going to order it and give it a go. And I saw that the United States wasn't on the distribution list, and I went, what's going on there? So I actually reached out. To their credit, they got back to me really quick, within 24 hours, and said, hey, we're working on our U.S. distribution, and they do have somebody in the States, in Florida, I believe, that is going to start distributing their product, but they are getting all those details ironed out. And I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into that than I will ever care to know. So I was sympathetic. I was like, okay, cool, what do we got to do? And so I said I'd like to get two. He did give me a small discount because I was ordering two, and because it was just kind of a pain getting an order, but I'm sure they're going to have that ironed out. I haven't checked back, of course, but let's get into what's in the box here. I did get two of these, so I'll kind of randomly pull out whatever I see first here. All right, so this is the angled extension, pardon me, where you can put your iPad or whatever tablet you use, or your phone, and that just clips in place. As you can see, kind of like this. So that would be pretty handy, because my phone, pardon me, is my monitor mixer. So I'm constantly using that. Now, I also, because a lot of times I'll have a tablet pulling second duty on something, I wanted something else that I could put my phone on or whatever, because anymore I've got, maybe a camera or a mixer going into my phone or my tablet, and I've got notes on a tablet. And you guys all know, if you're gigging, working drummer, and you're using any of that tech, managing it on the side of your kit can be kind of a pain. And this is hopefully the solution for me to actually fix that. I'll be playing a gig where it's a house kit, and it's a nice Roland electronic kit. I prefer acoustic, but you know what? It's a good gig, great bar, good people, and so I'm not complaining. I'll go in and do the gig, but I'm often in the corner right by a window, and so the problem is with my stuff. I'm with my percussion table that I use. It's always awkward to get in there, even when I slide the kit over. It's just not a great space to be in. So I'm going to bring this along with me and see how it works. So standard extension for whatever you want to use it for. Like here, they kind of have it using with the phone or notes, or just in their example. I'd probably use it for maybe my wallet or my keys or something. So 2 of those again. This will actually be kind of nice. I actually need a stick holder on my left side. But I also, drummers, we always set our drinks down. Some of us have a fancy bottle opener or bottle holder, but I never have. I always just set it down by my bass drum. And amazingly, I rarely kick it over or do anything like that. It's always somebody else or a sound guy running cable that knocks it over at the end of the night. So we'll see what this does. And again, it clips right on there. As we can see, it clips right onto the actual one board. All right, my stack's getting a little tall here. And finally this, well, I'm not sure the practicality on this. I'm not sold on it yet, but we'll see. These are the magnets that you can attach where you can hang your keys or whatever else on. And they actually don't have a picture here. But supposedly you just stick it on whatever you want to, even a rim of a drum, and it can hold your keys or do whatever. So we'll see what that's about. But here's the actual one board. So what excites me about it is this clamp, because they show it down here that, they show it attaching to the rim. I'm not a huge fan of that, but there's going to be times that might be necessity to do. Even the tubes. So a lot of times, like maybe I can't get something in the quite proper place, and I, just have a half of a mic stand that I can throw up and clamp it on there. That's an added plus. And then this part, the threading, that will be super nice. Maybe here. For a number of reasons. When I saw a guy just reach over on the gooseneck and pull it over, and I was like, whoa, that is going to be handy. So that is actually what it looks like. And it is, I'm excited for it. That clamp is what sold me, because you just screwed on, screwed off. I don't have to loop something through or take something and adjust it. I just clamp it on, move on. And that will save me time, and time is money. And plus, I have enough gear. I do not want to be spending any more time than I have to. But we can see on the pictures here, they have it, use it as a mouse. Yeah, I could definitely use it like that. If you haven't noticed, this is my current Frankenstein setup. I just kind of ended up being what it is out of necessity and trying to get the studio to where it's just set in one place. But it is still going to be very, very cool to use. But yeah, so I'll take it to the gig and we'll see what this does.